What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Before we start today's video, guys, please go down below and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new, because we have a lot of hot content on the way. Just drop a comment down below, hit the comment section down below, say what's up, and you know, be greatly appreciated. It helps us creators out a lot, and you know, just keeps us motivated, keeps the grind going, and most of all, it helps the YouTube algorithm notice the videos that are good, notice the videos that have interaction and stuff like that. So you know, drop a like for your boy for being back on the grind, and you know, dropping more videos for you guys, because I know you guys missed this car. So just starting out, guys, today y'all already know what's going on. We're about to do a little rundown again. Seems like you guys like these videos a lot, and a lot of you guys wanted an update on the car. If you guys are new, this is my 1996 Mustang GT 2-valve Mustang, built TR 3650 by Hanlon Motorsports, stock rear end, and we're just going to go in today and talk about if the 2-valve engine is still a good engine to build, a good engine to modify in 2022, and is this car even worth messing with in this time of day when we got 500 horsepower NA cars coming out from the factory. Can this car still hang with those cars? So just starting out, guys, you guys already know the deal. That carbon hood is beautiful. This right here is the 4.62 valve that we all know and love. This motor came out in 1996 to 2004, and this is a 96 car, and this is the original motor that's inside the car. Never been opened. The only things that we changed on this car is we put PI heads in it with comp cams, and it's still stock bottom in. And as you guys know, if you guys don't know, y'all are new to this, we have a nitrous setup on it from Nitrous Express. It's a plate kit. You guys can tell, fuel solenoid, nitrous solenoid, and we put some new solenoids on there with the plate right there. And this thing is currently jetted for a 150 shot, and I can't tell you how many times, guys, when I was about to put nitrous on this car, so many people told me the 2-valve can't take it, the 2-valve can't take nitrous. This car started out with a 100 shot. It made 380 horsepower and 455 foot-pounds of torque on a 100 shot. That torque is nutty, guys. The torque from instant torque from nitrous is amazing. That's really why I love nitrous so much, and the point of it is that it's cheap. It's the cheapest power adder that you can get, and it's the cheapest way to build power for the money. So yeah, the car's on a 150 shot. Mods list real quick: PI heads, MPI bottom end, raises the compression a little bit, Typhoon intake manifold, CNL plenum, JLT cold air intake, full exhaust, long tube headers. It has a Aeromotive 340 fuel pump in it, and it has a basic Nitrous Express kit. This is actually the main line kit, but I upgraded the solenoids. Nitrous Express kit, 2-valve plate kit, 150 shot, and I upgraded it. Like I said, this is still the OEM Nitrous Express fuel solenoid, but we did upgrade to their Lightning series solenoids with the Lightning purge valve coming out the hood right there. And the reason why I upgraded, guys, is just it's good to, you know, inspect your solenoids every I would inspect them every 10 passes at least, or 10 shots of nitrous. Just open them up real quick. It's really simple to inspect a nitrous solenoid. You just put a wrench on here, and then the magnet comes up and it comes apart. And I'll link a video down below on how to, you know, inspect your solenoids. But yeah, man, this car has been doing great. Like I said, stock motor. It was on the stock transmission for a while. It was a T45, and I could just go out and say that the T45 was a pretty strong transmission in stock form, because I was revving this car out to like 6,000 RPM, banging gears. I power shifted it a couple of times, but usually when I'm racing, you know, I breathe on the pedal. I don't power shift it all the time, especially when I'm spraying nitrous. But a little bit more on this build. This car made 280 horsepower, 305 foot-pounds of torque NA. So it was good, you know, for its year, but I just wanted more power. So that's why I ended up, you know, spraying the thing. And you know, I will never go back to the NA life. So going back to what I was saying, are these 2-valve Mustangs still worth it in 2022? I definitely believe they are worth it. They are really slept on motors, and with a little bit of boost. So like I was saying, guys, with a little bit of nitrous, a little bit of boost, these 2 valves wake up And the limitations of these stock 2 valves, 96 to 04, it really doesn't matter. The limitations to these motors are about 450 horsepower, but the big thing on these motors that kills them is the rods. The crank is pretty strong. It's good up to, I would say, 600 to 700 horsepower. The block is good for 1,000. It's really the rods and pistons that you got to change, and I've considered it so many times. You guys know I've been wanting to coyote swap this car. I have been thinking about it. I'm not gonna lie. I've been thinking about putting rods and pistons in this and putting a supercharger on it or something like that, or even just upping the shot to 200 shot. And these cars will take it, man. Even stock bottom end, you know, if you guys don't want to build it, you guys don't want to put cams in it, a stock car will take a 200 shot with a good tune, good fuel. This car's running 93 right now, but even better with E85. These motors will take a 200 shot. My good friend of mine, Cody Queensberry over at Straight Line Solutions, he sprayed a junkyard motor 200 shot for the longest time, and I'll post up a picture of his car doing wheelies. But yeah, it's a stock motor, 2 valve, stock cam, stock everything with a 200 shot, and I'm just saying that these cars can make power. This car right now on a 150 shot, it should be making 430, 440 to the tire. And on the torque though, my tuner, Philip Belford with PVP tuning, we kind of lowered down the timing on the hit of the nitrous because, like I said, on a 100 shot, this car made 455 foot-pounds of torque. So I was almost positive with the 150 shot it was gonna go over 500 foot-pounds of torque. It definitely feels a little bit more lazy on the hit of nitrous than the 100 shot because we're ramping in the timing as the nitrous comes on, just to, you know, keep the stress off the rods, keep that torque down a little bit. But it's pulling like a freight train up top, and we haven't gotten any numbers with this setup. It's lighter now. It has a built transmission. It has a 150 shot now instead of a 100 shot. On a 100 shot, this car ran a 12.4 at 110. This car should be somewhere in the 11s, and it has full suspension in the back now. Before on the 12.4, it ran a 1.7 60 foot on a big ass 28-inch tire, and this car only has 373. So we lowered it down to a 26, and like I said, it has 373s with UPR upper and lower control arms, strange single adjustable shocks, single adjustable struts in the front. So, you know, we have way more suspension in the car than we've ever had. So I do want to make this car go back to the track, man. It's been so long. See what it puts down, see what it runs, because you guys know the last time we went, that's when the T45 went out. I bent a shift fork in it. But my guys over at Hanlon Motorsports assured me that we can throw everything at this transmission that this car got, and we'll be good, man. So I'm really excited. The only thing that I'm thinking is gonna go out next is that 8.8 in the rear. But if you guys don't know, you know, it has a slick on there. And a lot of people ask me why I don't run drag radials. It's because I don't do roll racing. This car is made for drag racing. I do roll racing here and there, but the 373s with the 26-inch tire, I can't even get to 130 miles an hour in 4th gear. I top out pretty much at 120. So yeah, this car is mostly set up for digs. And with the slick on there, it's really taking the punch of the launch instead of the differential, instead of the transmission. If I would have launched with this thing on drag radials, that diff would have broke a long time ago. So yeah, that's pretty much what's saving it. A lot of people are wondering why I have so much success with the stock differential. Slick in the back with the stick car is pretty much why. But you know, there's still some people out there building these cars, and I don't want to really go into the weeds of saying built motor and stuff like that, because obviously anything can be fast or, you know, strong with a built bottom end. I'm talking stock motor stuff. Ears POV, I just been checking out some of his videos, and he's tearing it up on there. He's tearing it up out there on the street with just a I believe it's a Vortec. I'm pretty sure it's a Vortec, but he's tearing it up out there with a whole lot of races and a whole lot of cars, and he's beating all these 10-speed cars. And that's just to prove my point that these 2 valves are still a force to be reckoned with. And a lot of people don't understand that these cars only make 420 to 430 horsepower boosted or nitrous. It's because the pure fact of these cars that they're lightweight. You know, this is basically the Fox chassis, just a little bit tweaks here and there. It goes from the Fox chassis all the way up to 04, so they're pretty much just like a Fox body. They just get a little bit heavier throughout the years, but this car should be somewhere at 3,100 pounds, maybe even lighter. I need to go hit up the scales again and see what it is. But yeah, I mean, these cars are light, they make good power, they're reliable. And don't even get me started with daily driving these cars, man. If you guys want to get one of these for a daily, they're tanks. You know, they can last up to 200,000 miles. You know, the police cars, the town cars have these motors, you guys know. And, you know, those cars idle forever, idle for hours on end. And, you know, they're just really strong motors. So, yeah, they're a little slow in stock trim. But I actually went 13s by accident when I ran this up the track because I forgot to turn on the nitrous. It went like 13.3 at, man, I think 103, I think. So, you know, that's still not bad for a stock motor car and stock transmission back in the day. So yeah, most of you guys were wondering why I haven't gone back to the track. Well, the track kind of got a little strict, but now that track is closed down, so I had to get a battery tie down. I got this one off of Amazon, finally did a battery tie down. And for the nitrous, damn, I forgot I don't have a bottle in this thing, so I couldn't show y'all my setup. But yeah, for the nitrous, you're supposed to have a blowdown tube. You're supposed to have a blowdown tube in the bottle, just so just in case the bottle ruptures, you know, it won't affect the driver or the passenger. So I need to get a rear seat delete. As you guys can see, we have a torque box reinforcements now, so you know this thing is ready to launch. But yeah, all we basically need now is a blowdown tube or a rear seat delete, and this car is basically, you know, teched and ready to go race. They closed down San Antonio Motorplex, so you know now we're kind of just limited to Edinburgh Raceway, and I've never been there. It's kind of the same mileage and time away from Corpus where I'm at compared to San Antonio Motorplex, but I've heard, you know, that one of the lanes over there is a little bumpy. So you know, we want to make it back there. We want to go back because, you know, I can't really do any street racing right now. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly track only for now. And that's just a little update on the car, guys. And I wanted to give you guys a little update on why I switched to solenoids. Like I said, my Nitrous mainline solenoid was kind of in rough shape, so I hit up Nitrous Express, man. They were awesome, and I couldn't get a refund on it just because it's been so long with that solenoid. But since it went bad, you know, they got my back. They hooked me up with the Nitrous Lightning solenoid, and that solenoid is good up for 250, I think, 250 shot. So if we ever do, you know, build the bottom end, or we could actually put this plate on a Coyote, yeah, I think it would be time to turn it up. So yeah, man, no further plans right now for the car as far as power wise. Mostly, you know, just racing the car, trying to get better times. You know, I'm really in my own lane. I'm really not trying to, you know, compete with no one. I really just want to, you know, race the car, have fun with it, get somewhere into the 11s. If we could get this car a 10.9 without, you know, making it super like race car, you know, I'd be really happy with that. I know Andrew over at Mustang Lifestyle took his Bullet Mustang turbo on 3 into I think it went 10.9 or 1080s, and that was stock bottom end single turbo and a stick shift car. So yeah, if we could do that, man, I'd be, you know, ecstatic if we could get this car into the 10s. But 11 seconds would be cool for me. So yeah, man, that's basically the rundown on this car. You know, you guys know that this build on the motor, so to speak, is pretty much done. We are building the F-150. The F-150 is kind of going to be a little bit of a sleeper build. I'm really not going to post too much on the motor build as far as that, but it should be somewhere into the 11s or somewhere into the 10s with that 6R80, and it should be way more consistent than this car, you know, stick car. So if you guys are interested in F-150 5 liter content, you know, we do have a regular cab short bed, and we are building that as well. And I appreciate all the guys that you know, don't skip those videos. They're tuning into every single video. Some of you guys are kind of just biased to the Mustang stuff, which I really don't get. I love any kind of racing content, especially truck racing content, but it's all good. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to shed a little bit of light on, you know, these platforms and the 2-valve platform, because they do get a lot of hate. Man, I think this 2-valve is really comparable to the 3-valve and even the old school 4-valve. I'm not talking Termi stuff. I'm not talking the new 4 valves. I'm talking about 96 to 98 Cobras, the 01 Cobras, the NA stuff. The 2 valves are really comfortable. They make the same amount of power if, you know, you do some stuff to them. So, and they're all pretty much limited to the same bottom end. I think the 3 valves can go to like 500, I think, but man, you'll probably really chunk out those phasers before you even, you know, get there. So yeah, man, in my opinion, the 2-valve is the way to go throughout all those years. Like I said, reliable. They take a lot of power. This car has, you know, took 150 shot all day. This car has probably 10 to 15 bottles, 10-pound bottles of nitrous, multiple, you know, hard launches on sticky tires. And yeah, man, I just really think that these cars are still a force to be reckoned with today. So if you guys like this video, man, like I said before, please drop a thumbs up on the video. It helps me out a ton. If you guys are new to this and you guys want to see what this car does at the drag strip, please hit that subscribe button down below. Hit those post notifications. That way you know every single time I upload. And you know, we just have a lot of fire content coming. I know I took a little break, but you know, we're back in full force, and we drop every single video on Tuesdays at 5:30 Central Standard Time. So, you know, just be on the lookout, guys. We have a bunch of content coming, and man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the future. It's your boy 4.6Chris. We'll see y'all later, man. Peace.
I am, girl, in my dreams I said I know it. In my dreams I said I know it. In my dreams I said I know that I can. So baby, please don't let me blow it. Begging, please don't let me blow it. You can't do this, but I know that I can. Girl, in my dreams I said I know it. In my dreams I said I know it. In my dreams I said I know that I can. So baby, please don't let me blow it. Begging, please don't let me blow it. You can't do this, but I know that I can. You gotta do this from the heart. You won't do this, you won't start. I just gotta play